The EU Gears Pro League is back for the penultimate week of the spring quarter. Let's get into game number 1 between Elevate and Regal Reserve.
Able to break the Sea Hill, fractures the man to do that. Just about. No, in fact, it's not broken. As it's building back up now, the capture coming on through, and the round of that as well. Back here comes the Incend thrown into the mix. Domination, although blinking on our screen as Craze is overextended. They have to do something up top now, Chris.
They have to. They need to push on through as well here. Regal Reserve. They do have the win condition off of 1, and that is why Elevate had to push on through, but they have to be careful not to get flanked from the F side. This should be a Regal Reserve round out of the way. The elimination will tick on through. They eventually do break out. You've already been down a couple of times, and Jack takes advantage of that one, but here comes the fire. Elevate just seem to always flick that switch at times, don't they? 3-2 is going to be 4-2, you feel. COG team will eliminate. And it's just that standard Elevate play. Just trying to keep them in their spawn, but they have actually overextended over towards E here, Regal Reserve, so that's a big move from them. They may just let that pressure off from that Toby. And E, not quite going to go into their hands, but it is going to allow them to get out of spawn.
Yeah, they were being stretched thin, we're Elevate, but it doesn't seem to matter. They just win their shotgun battles over the E hill. They still have that pressure on that home hill as well, and the domination coming on through as Elevate put on a clinic for Asylum. I think it's just a matter of cleaning up kills and making sure Elevate do not overextend. Craze looking to see what he can do. Cougar shuts him down. We have to get another kill this round. Hills are changing though. Sea Hill still in control though. Jack reaction with the overextension just to make sure.
Regal Reserve may be able to get B back here and see if they're not careful here, Elevate. They're in danger of going 3-0 down, but here comes the push. Crimson's is going to go down after only finding 1. The domination, I tell you what, that's in. That's signed, sealed, and maybe delivered. It is 3-0. Regal Reserve.
It's a very difficult job to do. E-Hill. It's trying to be capped. Shot grenade thrown. Wow! Crimson's with a double incend on the wall. It's such a great spot to throw it. Getting that splash damage equally so if a kill does not come through. And Hydron finds Jack reaction. The pinch comes on through as well from down bottom from Elevate. And this is simply incredible. An opening incend from the gods from Elevate. The overextension coming on through to get that elimination and make sure that incend essentially gifted them the round there. That should be the tool they need if they want to see a triple cap out.
Yep, the fight was won over towards F just about at the time as the incend was coming up, so Elevate get both of them. Physics dead, Fractures dead. This is looking like a round for Elevate. 155 and counting. They just need to make sure they get a hold of E. The flash comes through. Zorkos going to try and make the push. F now in the favor of Elevate 2. Here we go.
Here we go, my friend.
I told you, mate. I told you.
You called it, mate.
Didn't
You're scripting it. To play, but Cougars, he's dead. He's not going to respawn, Chris.
He's gone. He's out. That is a problematic scenario. Hydron on 0 respawns as well. Keep an eye on that. If they can get rid of Hydron, they do have a chance in this one. But honestly, it was 4-2 to Elevate. And to Regal Reserve right now. It was looking so good for them. Elevate, though, back-to-back rounds it is looking like as Regal Reserve just try to hold on. Just about by the skin of their teeth in the last couple of rounds. In all honesty, it has been mostly Elevate. Elevate will walk away as winners. They were 3-0, 4-2 down, and yet they still find a way to come back. 5-4 in the end on map number 2, and they will get it done in 2.
Elevate march on to a winner-takes-all game against Rated R next week. Let's see how Rated R do up against Obey Alliance first.
It's worked quite nicely. It is going to not quite create the choke point you would have liked it to bounce off Saki's head, but in the end, Rated R are capturing B here. This is what they want. The kills start to flow in their favor as the score pretty much ties up as Rated R ticking that win condition. 20 seconds to go from them. 3-1 this would be.
Ooh, Saki in the overextension.
Yeah,
there's one in front of him. Big shotgun fight. Pains finds it. That could be it there. As they recap up. Kills coming on through as Ashens is just left to bleed out, essentially. Timed out, if you will. Breaker is going to get taken down. This, again, should be a Rated R victory. Close were Obey in that round, though, Chris.
Bayline's trying to put pressure on where they can. Marshiko overextending towards D. Is it a bit overzealous? If they don't find the kills, it will be. Saki trying his best to put the shots in. Is going to find strikers. Marsh goes down 2. Opportunity here for Obey Alliance. They're within touching distance. If they can get a hold of E, I do believe the win condition will be with them. That's a really good incend, though. Dragons is going to keep them off E. He isn't going to be able to keep them off F, though. He is going to drop on down. That's a swarm win condition, so OB Alliance should be able to lock this round in. Strikers and Co making the push on the home hill. It's not going to happen. Really good turnaround in the end by OB Alliance. That will be 4-2 now. There is indeed life in them yet. Does reduce the pressure from Rated R to a point, but then you have to win the gunfights after it, which is the crucial part. And OB Alliance aren't able to do it. Rated R looking to close this one out within 10 seconds or so. An absolute massacre down below. J-Rage and Ashen's trying their best to do something. Pains will find one. Slazen will find the other. The COG team win condition is there. Rated R will get it done in 7. OB Alliance did threaten on occasion, but threaten was all it was. 5-2. Rated R. A comfortable map number 1 on Exhibit is something we did expect. And they get it done fairly comfortably.
He's tried it, hasn't he? He's tried to overextend when it was a 5v3 numbers-wise. It's drawn some attention back from the home hill, but inevitably it's just kept the numbers down and staggered the spawns of Obey. Very simply put, Radar can pick up the kills on B on the rotation, and Obey don't have the numbers left to make this final push for this round.
And this will be Radar's round. Ashen's just trying to pad the stats, if you like, but he's sent to the respawn queue. There you go. The elimination ticks on through.
And this is the thing with Bunker, I want to say it's a little bit more doable is holding the double home hill setup than, say, Exhibit and many other maps. I think Marsh and Dragons are doing a good job of that. They had an incent to delay things, but while all that's going on, with only 2 players holding the home street, they're able to hold on to the E-hill and get back control of that. Score-wise, 10 seconds to go for Swarm to finish this one off, and Strikers is having his way at keeping Saki at bay, as Dragons and Slazen also pick up kills off screen. Yeah, business as usual for Radar.
It's do or die, 15 seconds to go. You've got to push, and you've got to push now. You've got to push from every single direction. Rated R just have to sit back on a 1 cap, and they will get it done. 8 seconds to go here. Breaker and Co continue to struggle. Rated R continue to look pretty flawless. That's going to be them now, 5-0 as we head into the final week of the EU Gears Pro League before the Major Online. And that is convincing against OB Alliance.
And with that win, Rated R set up a date with Elevate next week to decide who will finish top in the regular spring quarter season here in the EU Gears Pro League. Regal Reserve and OB Alliance, though, some distance away from the top 2. You can catch the final week at ejl.tv/live at 6 PM BST next week. You don't want to miss it.